We have a very special session today done by a very special artist. We have Chandrankit Sharma. My apologies. We have Mr. Chandrankit Sharma who's doing the session for us today. Who's a great performer, is a great artist. Now, let me give you a small, preface about the session today. Right. So research actually shows that involvement in many any mainstream performing arts like magic or music can boost well-being. And the other important aspect that we are trying to do this session for all of you is to inspire curiosity, creativity, and expand your imagination to change your perspective at different things, whether it could be personally or professionally, right? I would like to introduce our speaker today, who is Chandrankit Sharma, and then hand over the floor to him without any further delay. Mr. Chandrankit is a renowned magician and a mentalist who believes in creating magic using psychological techniques and illusions of mind. He started performing at the age of 7, and now for more than a decade, Chandrankit, with his charismatic and humorous personality, has entertained and dazzled thousands of people across India and abroad, and in his acclaimed magical special, The Magic Show. And there's one tip to all of you, all the participants today from Chandrankit is if you don't want him to know your secrets, do not think about them. If you think about them, he's going to take it from your mind. So let's all give a warm welcome to Chandrankit Sharma. And Chandrankit, over to you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shiva, for that wonderful intro. And I'm totally thrilled to be performing for all of you. I have a lot of things to actually share about magic and mentalism with all of you. Like Shiva said, magic is more than just entertainment, and we are going to try out a lot of things. And I have something very special for you in this evening. I'm going to teach you something. And also, I'm going to teach you how to create your own magic. But before that, to get you all on the same page, let's start with one activity. So this is going to be a very interactive and participatory form of entertainment. So in some of the acts, I'll have one person with me on the screen, maybe two, three, four. And in some of the acts, you all can join from your respective places at the comfort of your home. All right. So we'll start with one simple activity. I want all of you to bring your hands in the front like this and wiggle your fingers just like this. Turn your thumbs down. Put your one hand over the other and interlock. Now I can see a lot of names. I can see Anand, Angad, Anil, Chandan, and a lot of you. So just repeat after me. You have to feel the pressure. You should make sure that your thumb should move. And if you're following me and you have not missed a beat, you all should be able to do 1, 2, and 3. I believe some of you might be stuck there. Yes. I know when I feel, I can feel the energy. So you can raise your hands. You can write in the chat. You can, if you want to participate, if you want to be part of it, if you want me to involve you in one of my experiences, you can raise your hand. So for the first one, let's try to influence you all. I'll tell you how actually mentalism works. How mentalism works is in common human behavior patterns. For example, if I ask all of you to think of a number right now, say between 1 and 10, most of you must be thinking of the number 7. Now you can give me a thumbs up or you can write in the chat if that's correct. Most of the people, I'm not saying everyone, but most of the people must be thinking 7, right? A lot of people are writing no as well, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Let's try if this can really happen. So I want one person with me on the screen. And if you feel it's not, let's try some experiment. Shiva, can we have one person joining with me now?
Right away, Chandrankit.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we have Vishwadeepak Singh.
Yes. Vishwadeep, I would like you to turn your video on.
Hey, hi guys.
Perfect. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are
So
you?
I'm very well. Am I pronouncing the name right? Can I call you Vishwa?
Yeah, right. It's Vishwa.
Vishwa, wonderful. Where are you from, Vishwa?
I'm from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh.
Kanpur, wonderful. Vishwa, do you think that someone can actually read minds?
I think so. Maybe
You
it's
think so?
possible.
Okay.
Because recently you were discussing about something about it.
Okay, great, great. Let me try something. So I'm going to write something on this piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, when I'm talking to you, I'm actually trying to influence you,
Okay.
right? With my gestures, with my actions, and I'm trying to put thoughts in your mind
Okay.
with my body language and what I say.
Okay.
Okay? To make it sleight of hand proof, because a lot of time people feel कि यार last में change कर दिया होगा, है ना?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll make it sleight of hand proof, and I'll actually keep it inside one envelope. So even I cannot now change what I have written.
Okay.
Perfect. Here in this envelope, on the piece of paper, I've actually written down a two-digit number.
Okay.
है? ठीक है? I want you to think of a two-digit number right now.
Okay.
You have it in your mind?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, others might be noticing me, the kind of actions I'm making. For the first time, what is the number that you're thinking of? Please tell me.
44.
44.
Yeah.
Great. Do you think I've influenced you to think of 44? Or it's a free choice?
I don't know. Suddenly it came for 29. Then I said, no, let me select 44.
Okay. Maybe I was doing think and you thought of 44. Do you
Might.
think that way?
Maybe.
Maybe. So what I'll do is I'll give you an opportunity. You can stick with the number 44 or you can change your mind. Your choice.
Okay. I've changed it.
What is the number?
71.
Perfect. 71. Now this has been in my hand. Are you sure 71 is the last choice?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure.
You don't want to change it anymore.
No.
71. I said I've written down something here and I've kept the pencil down way earlier before you even told me.
Yeah. Right.
And you said 44 and you actually changed your mind after that and you thought of 71.
Right. Right. Right.
I've written down number here that says 71.
Oh shit.
And this is real. This is not digital. I'll show you. Like this is actually real. I can tear this,
Oh,
right?
nice.
So 71 it is. So now again the question is, do you think that people can read minds?
I think so now. Very
Perfect.
possible.
Thank you so much, Vishwa, for joining. So this
Sure.
is just for the start. We'll have more people with us. Thank you so much for joining. All the people, if you want to react, just there on the with the reactions, or you can write in the chat how cool it is, and if you also want to participate in such experiments. So this is for the start, something very basic, something very crude, on a very minute level. But we're gonna take it ahead to a level that you might not have experienced. Now, talking about magic, as Shiva was saying, you know why magic? According to research, Nobel Prize winners are 22% likely to be magicians, artists, or dancers. Isn't this crazy? But why magic? It had occurred to me for a long time why magic, how magic inspires, and what actually you can learn from magic. A lot of people feel that magic is just for entertainment, but being into one of the most creative art forms, I assure you that we are really good with certain things like body language. For the examples like I just showed you, where I was actually trying to influence him with my body language. Also, confidence on stage. Look at me. Look at me. Do you feel I'm a confident person? Yeah, some of you must feel so. Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much for people who are writing. Now, I've developed this by performing thousands of shows across the globe and being on stage. So magic has actually helped me in doing that. Apart from that, whatever you will witness here today is an idea. Now, how do you take that idea and turn into something magical? That's what we are going to try here. So for the next part, the next thing, let's involve two people. Let's have two people with me, Shiva, and we'll try if I can simultaneously influence two people. You can raise your hands. You can write in the chat. I can see people raising their hand. Abhinav has raised the hand. Praveen, Anil. Yes, please. We'll move you. We'll see if we can, try it. Yes. I think
Okay,
we have
we have
Abhinav. So
Abhinav and we have Praveen coming in shortly.
wonderful. Wonderful, Abhinav. I'll add you on the spotlight. And we also have Praveen. Praveen, please turn your video on. I'll add you along with Abhinav so that we can all see you. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. The best thing when I was talking about confidence, I like such people. The moment I said I want some people, and you guys were the first ones to raise your hands and all that. So, you didn't feel, no, I don't want to be seen. This shows something, right? This shows your confidence in life. And that is super amazing. I really, appreciate you guys for that. But let's move on to something. So, when I was influencing, I think, Vishwa, it occurred to me like influencing one person is easy. Now, when we're talking about numbers, the number 7, and a lot of people are writing yes, a lot of them are writing no as well. So, can I simultaneously influence a lot of people? So, let's try it too, and we'll then see. Okay, so Abhinav, in your mind, I want you to select or pick one color, red or black. Just pick one in your mind. You have it? Perfect. And Praveen, I want you to select one number between 1 to 10. You have it? Great. So you have a color. So if you have picked red, there are 2 suits, hearts and diamonds, pan or eat. And if you have selected black, there are 2 suits, clubs and hukum, clubs and spades. That's chidi and hukum. I want you to select one in your mind. Perfect. That's great. So yes, I said pick in mind. So you have to pick it in mind. The way if you can, visualize it, you can actually achieve it. And I'll prove that in some time. In fact, I here have a deck of cards. And I'm actually going to find something from this card. There's something very special about this. Okay. Now, if we combine your selection, Abhinav and Praveen, it will give us a card, playing card. Now, before this begin, make sure that this doesn't go out of the frame. This is completely in this frame, and I do not do anything fishy with the deck. Perfect. So, Abhinav, for the first time, what's the suit that you're thinking?
Suit, heart.
Hearts. Okay. Hearts. And Praveen, what is his number?
2.
2. So if we combine this, it becomes 2 of hearts. I'll give you an opportunity again. Do you want to stick with the number 2 and do you want to stick with hearts? Or you can change it. Your choice.
Yeah, I'll stick.
I'll stick.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so the more you ask, the more they try to stick to it. Okay, but I said I'll find your card. So you said 2 of hearts, right? Perfect. I'll take this out. Nothing in the box. And I'll try to find your card without even looking here. I think it's going to be somewhere here. And I think it's your card. This is, in fact, your card. That's what I feel. I take this card out. You said 2 of hearts. And this is actually the 2 of hearts.
Got
Some of you are impressed and some are still, trying to figure out and not impressed. But what if I say that I already knew that you are going to select 2 of hearts? Would you believe me, Abhinav?
No.
No, right? If I already knew, the best way to do this would have been I would have all the cards as 2 of hearts. That would have been perfect. But I can do better. This is 2 of hearts. I'll just place it right here for a moment. The 2 of hearts. And you could have changed your mind. You didn't. Because that's the only card in the entire deck. There is no other card except the 2 of hearts. I'll show the back as well. This is the back. This is the front. And that's the only card. The 2 of hearts. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Everyone in the chat is writing and going crazy. I love that. I love that. And I think, Abhinav, you're also experiencing something in your mind, which you're not right now expressing, but with your micro expressions, I can actually guess what you are trying to express. So thank you so much for that. And Praveen, thank you so much for joining. All the members here, let's have a huge round of applause in the chat or some reaction for these 2 people. And there are more surprises. This is just the beginning. Thank you so much, Praveen, for joining. Thank you, Abhinav. We'll have you again in the later part of this. Wonderful. So, guys, thank you so much for all the love in the chat. That's wonderful. I hope you are enjoying. Why we are doing this is, magic is actually, or magic as well as mentalism, is actually a scientific technique to generate emotions in mind. You will be amazed to know, all the people here, you will be amazed to know that there is actually a lab of magic in the University of London where they study about magic and its impact on human emotions. For example, I'll tell you, what I am doing is actually not real. Some of you must be thinking that, right? What I'm doing is actually not real, but yet you are getting impressed, yet it is making you happy, yet it is creating some sort of emotions in your mind. It's the same effect that they found out how it happens in the when you see a horror movie. So if you see bloodshed or a brutal accident on road, it will haunt you for a lot many days. Probably you will not be able to sleep after that if you see a brutal accident on road, if you see someone dying. But the same when you see on screen in movies, we all go to see horror movies. The same when you see in movies, it excites you. The fight scenes, the action, the drama, the blood, and everything excites you because you know it's not real. The same is with magic. And the scientific aspect of magic, we are going to try that. But when I'm always talking about, can I actually read minds? Can I actually read minds? How magic actually helps in that? I promise you, if you stay back for the entire time, I'm going to actually teach you something. I promise that I'll teach you something. But before that, yes, I'm surely going to teach you. I promise that. I promise that I'm going to teach you. But before that, you know how magic helps. I'll tell you how magic helps. Magic. How many of you know what this is? How many of you know what this is? A lot of people are raising it. It's a cube. Yes, it's a Rubik's cube. Now, how many of you can actually solve this? How many of you can actually solve this? A few people, wonderful, wonderful. It is one of the greatest puzzles I believe exists. Yes, it's great. And just to give you a fact, there are 48 quintillion ways to solve a Rubik's Cube. That number is so big, that's 18 zero after the number 48. It is 48 18 times. But can we break it down and use magic to solve it? Can we use magic to solve it? And how actually magic helps me? I'll show you. This is a mixed cube, and I'll actually try to solve it, but in a very special way. I'll take the cube. You can see it's a mixed cube. I'll take the cube. I'll put it in the bag, and without even looking inside the bag, I'll try to solve it. Here. Right? Solved. I hope you guys trust me. Right? When I say solved, you do believe me. No, people don't believe in magicians these days. It's funny, right? But it's actually solved. And I'm going to show you that. I just take it out and show you that this is actually a solved cube. Solved from both the sides. All the sides, actually. What? Some people don't trust me already. Okay. Someone is saying there's a solved one in the bag. Would you believe if I just show it? So here's nothing. See, there is nothing in the bag. It's still not. I'll change the hand as well. Right? There is nothing in the bag. Holding it. Okay. Use the transparent bag. Wonderful. Okay. No, actually, there is absolutely nothing in the bag. I want to show that this is absolutely empty. Thank you so much. Wow, I love those reactions. I love these kind of people. Of course, it's great. Kudos. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. So, a magical way. No, this is a problem. What to learn from this? What to learn from this? How do I, take magic and make it into a learning aspect? Now, what to learn from this? A problem which has 48 quintillion ways to be solved. Every time you mix it, there's a new sequence. And through magic, I could do it, just like that. Now, essentially, what you just saw was also an idea. How I take that idea and convert it to magic. I want to, share something with you on the screen. Uh, and I have learned this all for a long time. It's been almost more than a decade that I have been performing magic. I started with a traditional Indian magic style, and slowly I grew. I actually show you where I started. This is just for fun. I wanted to show you that this is actually how I started. If you all can see the screen, this is me back when I was 7 years old. This was how I started with the traditional magic, and that's how magic has helped me to do a lot in life, even in my academics, in my career and everything. Okay. But what I want to share is this. Imagine there are two islands. Island impossible and an island possible. How do you go from impossible to possible? I want the audience to write in the chat. How do you go from impossible to possible? Yes. How do we go from? By removing I am, confidence. Some of you are writing confidence. Hard work, wonderful. Wonderful. Bhagwan ki kripa se is also right. We all have to trust in God. Via ship? Okay. Perfect. Someone wrote the right answer. Someone here wrote, I'll see the name. I think it's Satyanarayana. Satyanarayana, you are correct. It's idea. You have to make a bridge. And this bridge is the bridge of ideas. You need to find that idea and you have to construct this bridge. But why it is important? Why I am talking about all these things when we can all just enjoy magic. I just showed you a pic from like past, and you can all enjoy and we can all have fun. But why I'm sharing these? Because I'll tell you how magic has helped me, and I also want you guys to learn it. Yes. जाना ही क्यों है? Someone is asking जाना ही क्यों है? जाना है because you cannot be stuck. Tough times have shown us, especially the COVID times have shown us that we need to adapt. That's the right question. Why we need to go from impossible to possible? Why? Essentially, what you're seeing is impossible, yet I'm able to achieve it. I'm making it possible with an idea, right? How do we do it? How do we come up with these ideas? I realized throughout my career, I realized it's only through coming up with a lot of ideas, you're adaptable. And that's how you make things impossible from impossible. Why you have to be adaptable? I'll share something very impressive with you. Why you need to be adaptable in life? Why do we need creativity? When we talk about magic, magic is one of the most creative art forms. Why do we actually need creativity? I'll tell you why in the next slide. Okay. See this. This is Choluteca Bridge in Honduras. Now, this bridge was a mechanical and engineering marvel. This bridge was constructed with by a lot of big engineers from across the world. And that terrain, Honduras, is actually a very rough terrain. There is always a flood, hurricane, like heavy winds and everything. So they invited engineers and like people across the globe, and they made this wonderful bridge the best they can. And it actually stood a lot. It stood a lot. इसने सब कुछ experience किया. There were floods, there were hurricanes and everything, but it was always there. It was pride for the people there and the engineers, those who constructed this bridge. But I'll tell you something impressive happened after a couple of years. This bridge was constructed. After the hurricane, the river that was flowing under the bridge actually changed its course. जो नदी ब्रिज के नीचे से बह रही थी, उसने अपना कोर्स चेंज कर लिया because of the heavy flood and storm. And finally, the bridge was standing like this. After the hurricane, the river actually changed its course. So river was now not flowing under the bridge. It was flowing by the side of the bridge, washing away the landmass, and the bridge was standing on nothing and to nowhere. See this. It's very impressive. I want you to visualize this image. See, Perfect. I'll stop the screen share. Why did I show you that? No matter how good you are, no matter how good the bridge was still intact. How do you actually sustain? No matter how good you are, time will change and you need to adapt to the situation. It's only through creativity you can generate a lot of ideas and adapt to different situations. Yes, you have to be relevant. Perfect. Someone said, Shiva said, you have to be relevant. Absolutely. So, all of you here, apart from whatever you're doing, why we want to indulge you all in creative things like dance, music, and why we want to share a little bit of happiness in your mind, because that boosts your imagination and the way you think. It's the same bridge. Yes, you can actually, Abdul is writing, I don't think this is the same bridge. You can actually Google, search Choroteka Bridge, or you can search the bridge on nowhere, bridge standing on no river. You will find a big reveal, right? So you need brain rewiring, okay? But how powerful the brain is, let's experience that with one effect. And I think, let's have someone with a mobile in their hand. I want someone with a mobile in their hand to join me here.
Sure, Chandrankit. So
On the screen.
we have few raised hands.
Yeah,
I am getting
please.
Geeta.
Also,
I'm
let's
promoting-
have a couple of people. Let's have, in fact, 4 people on the screen. Join, guys. I'm going to show you something impressive, something that you might have not experienced ever, and which will actually put your questions to an halt if someone can actually read minds. Okay, so we have Tushar here, we have Karan. I would request you all to turn your videos on so that we can join, we can add you here. Hi, Tushar.
Hi, Chandrakant.
Hi, I'm Chandrankit. Yes, hi, Karan.
I'm sorry.
No problem. I'll add you guys on the screen. So we have Tushar, we have Karan, we have Piyush as well with us. Are there no females interested in this? I think we should have one female as well, because I want to make it more difficult for me. So yeah, let's have I think Meenakshi.
Yeah.
Okay. I see the name Tushar. I think Meenakshi is also joining. Yes. Let's have people here. Okay. Wonderful. Meenakshi, would you mind turning your video on? I see the name Tushar. I think I'll add you. Okay. Please introduce yourself. I see the name Tushar. So is your name Tushar?
Yes, right.
The person who has just joined us, the lady. Can you introduce yourself?
No, this is Meenakshi.
Hi, Meenakshi. And we have one more person there with us.
Yeah.
Anuja.
Hello. Yeah,
Okay,
this is Anuja.
Okay, so what I'll do is, we'll try a little experiment of actually, can someone influence you and read minds? Would you be impressed if I can actually tell the ATM pin of someone here? Yes, would you be impressed? Tushar, are you not frightened? Okay, you are so sure about doing that. Okay, oh great, wonderful. You guys are, I mean, so enthusiastic. That's lovely. That's lovely. Okay,
We can change it later too.
okay, you can change it later too. Okay, wonderful. Let's try something. Let's try something. Okay. कोई चैट में मत लिखना है स्टार है पासवर्ड पता है मेरे को. Okay, that's a good joke, but okay. So what I want you to do is, in a moment, since ATM pins and all this information are actually very personal to someone, what we'll do is, we'll not reveal one person's ATM pin or something like that. What we'll do is, we will create a random ATM pin right now. Okay, so we'll create a 4-digit pin. That's why I wanted 4 people. So Tushar, Karan, Piyush, and Anuja. We are going to create a 4-digit pin right now. I want you all to think of a number between 0 to 9, both inclusive, right now in your mind. Okay, block it in your mind. Wonderful. Karan, are you an artist?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Okay, but do you like to paint and draw, something like that?
I used to, but I've lost that hobby in a while.
Oh, okay. Great, Karan. So you have a number in mind?
Yes.
Yes. In fact, all of you, Tushar, Piyush, and Anuja,
Yeah.
you have a number?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Great. Okay. What I'll do is I'll show you something very crazy. So this is how magic helps me. And I'll just put my phone on airplane mode and let's try something. I'll show you how I actually keep the pins in my mobile. How I actually keep the pins in my mobile. And as soon as I snap my finger, your pin will appear. Pin will appear as soon as I snap my finger. You know, I was not lying. PIN pin. It appeared. It says PIN pin. Yeah. But still, you guys are not impressed. So let's take this step ahead. This is actually inside, and I'll show you that to you. But before that, what is the number that you're thinking of, Tushar?
Am I supposed to tell you that
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
8.
8. Karan?
5.
5. Piyush?
2.
2. And Anuja?
7.
7. So 8, 5, 2, 7. But I'll give you an opportunity. Any of you would like to change the pin? The number? Anuja?
No.
Oh wow, that's interesting. That has never happened with any girl before. Okay, but that's fine. That's fine. So we'll stick with that. 8, 5, 2, and
7.
2, 7. 8, 5, 2, 7 is the pin. And this is actually inside my phone. I'll come close to the screen to show you that this is not sticking. This is not sticking. This is inside the phone. Okay. So if you see, this is, can you see the phone? Yeah, it's inside. Yeah.
Yes.
But that's not magic. That's something digital. That's something digital. And you can also see it moving, by the way. Right? Yes, it's digital. But what I can do it, you set the pin 8, 6,
8, 5.
8, 5.
2, 7.
So I can actually do this and I actually take it out.
Okay.
Not just any pin. You know what? This says a code. It says 8527, and that's your pin.
Oh my god.
Impressive, impressive. This is amazing.
This is not digital. This is actually happening. I'll fold it and I will hear it to show you that this is real. This is 8527, the pin that you are thinking of. Wow. Come on, let's have a huge round of applause, all of you, for everyone who has joined. I hope you loved it. I hope this is the first time experience for all of you, right? Is it?
This is something, yeah. This is so wonderful.
Oh, thank you so much. That's great. That's great, right? That's great. Thank you so much, Tushar, Karan, and Piyush for joining. So, who has a mobile in their hand right now? One of you. I want Karan.
Yep.
Okay, we'll have Karan.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining, Karan. You stay back. I will ask people to leave, and we'll have more people. We'll have more people from the panel as well. Karan. Now, you just witnessed something.
Yep.
What is happening in your mind is a flow of chemicals. Okay. That is creating some sort of effect in your mind.
Mhm.
Okay. So, but we'll try to actually elaborate that effect. When we think about ATM pin, maybe it's luck. Maybe I'm lucky because there are 9,999 combinations to do so. Right? But what if we go beyond that? We go beyond any boundaries. We go for the universe. Let's try that. Okay. So, Karan, when I perform live, I usually have a big shelf where I keep a lot of books. I ask people to pick books and select something from that. That's pretty random. But since we are, meeting virtually here, what I'll do is I'll ask you to search something on internet. That's fine. Like, internet is amazing. Yeah. I wanted to open your browser, and do you know how many articles are actually there on Wikipedia?
Not the count, but I guess quite a huge number.
Quite a huge number, right? Okay. Open your Google, search
Yep.
how many articles are there on Wikipedia. I'll actually do that with you so that it helps. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
you have the result.
Yes.
So if you scroll, I think you will see the second or third site that says Wikipedia article count, wikicount.net.
Yeah.
Open that. So this gives the exact number of articles at this exact moment.
Correct.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
how many it says?
I think it's 65 lakhs 73,657.
Okay. So and it also says number of words per article. If you scroll, number of words per article.
Yeah.
How many?
2,688.
2688.
Correct.
2688. And if I multiply that with 6 something, right? Can you click there, visit Wikipedia? It comes to around 7 billion. Oh my God. Have you clicked on visit Wikipedia there?
Yeah, I'm in that article page.
Yeah, there is visit Wikipedia.
Yes.
Have you clicked that?
Yes.
Yeah. Now on that search bar of that,
Hmm.
look at me.
Yeah.
Imagine anything in this entire world that comes to your mind. It can be a celebrity, place, cuisine, something you like. Anything in the entire world. Be limitless. Think of something. You have it in your mind?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to search it right there.
Okay.
And as you search it, an article will appear.
Just 1 second. It's loading.
Sure. Yes.
Okay, I think I have to make another choice with that particular
It's okay.
search
It's
page.
okay. Think about it. You can keep the phone
Okay.
down. Keep the phone down.
Okay.
Think about it. Just think about
Okay.
it. Do you? I want to know as you know you as a person. Now you're just thinking about it, right? You thought about something, and it's I think something very rare that you thought. Maybe is it? Maybe.
Not a very
Okay.
rare
So
usual choice.
what you do, Karan? Can you help me with that?
As in my profession?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I work as a client service manager here in one of the IT companies, mainly handling the digital marketing clients.
Oh, okay. So I can say that you are a creative person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can also say that when I saw you for the first time, I believe you are sort of an artist. I somehow, it was projected to me when I saw you for the first time. Okay. Now, think of that. Whatever you were thinking, I want you to think. Just think about that thing or person, whatever it is. Just think about it. Okay. Is there any way in this entire set of audience that we have that someone can know what you're thinking of?
No,
No,
absolutely not.
absolutely not. Okay. It's so strange. Wonderful. Okay, Karan. Think of this thing. Okay. All right, Karan. Okay. You're actually confusing me with two things. You're also actually thinking of a person and you're also thinking of something else. Two things are coming in your mind. Maybe it's just is it?
Yeah, both of them coexist in one way.
Coexist. Okay, think of it. Oh, wonderful. Think of the first thing. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, so where did you go for the last outing?
Goa 2 months ago.
Goa 2 months ago? Okay.
Yeah.
You like movies?
Yes.
Okay. Now for the entire audience, Karan, I want you to close your eyes. Just close your eyes, do not open it. I'll show it to the audience first so that I cannot change it.
Yep.
Okay. Karan, open your eyes.
Yeah.
You're thinking of something, and I actually thought you are thinking of two things which were coexisting. Of course, I think you're thinking of one famous celebrity.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
You're thinking of. Okay. Tell me what you're thinking of. I've already shown.
Okay, so I'll tell you actually two things happened. So when so I'm a big Shah Rukh Khan fan. So in his birthday, I know he comes out on terrace and waves hands from his Mannat Bhavan.
Okay.
I had that wish that maybe someday, I want to be in that
So what
crowd.
was it that came to your mind, the image?
Um, Saruk standing at his terrace, waving his hand, and probably I would be somewhere. Oh my God, that's insane.
You're
That's
thinking
really
of
insane.
Mannat and Shah Rukh Khan right there. Am I right?
That's absolutely right. What happened was when I saw Mannat in Wikipedia, it like showed that local artisan. So that's
Okay.
why I was then thinking of another word.
All right, but then you changed it. I think you so thought of once you were thinking about Mannat, then I think you flipped it to maybe I should think about Shah Rukh Khan's Mannat, and that's how you went to the decision in your mind.
Correct.
That's
Yeah.
how I picked it. That says Mannat and Shah Rukh
Yeah.
Khan. Thank you so much, Karan. I hope
That's
this was
insane.
a
That's
wonderful
insane.
feeling that you'll have for a lifetime that someone actually read your mind.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't go for the 4-digit pin one.
Thank you so much, Karan, for joining. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, this was really awesome.
Oh, thank you so much, Karan. Thank you so much. Members who enjoyed this, thank you so much. Wow. Please don't, you should interrogate criminals. Yes. Okay. People are impressed. So people are now actually respecting me a lot here. I can see that. The point I'm making is we tend to hide so much, but we give away so easily. Yes. We tend to hide so much, but our micro expressions, the way we talk, the way we walk, the way we blink our eyes actually gives away a lot. And someone wrote, you should interrogate. We actually do that because you can learn from this and you can learn the art of negotiation. You can learn the art of influencing. All the people here, if there is a salesperson here, you want to influence the person you are in meeting with to crack the deal, right? So as a salesperson, you should be very good with your body language and gestures, and you should know when to stop and when to allow someone to speak in front of you. Yes, of course, it's an art. Now, I do not claim to read minds. Remember that I'm making it very clear. I do not claim to read minds, but I can put you in a situation where I can get you all to think along in certain lines, and I can influence you probably to think of something like just what just happened with Karan. Yes, it's like that. It works like that. So let me teach you all something. Let me teach you all something first. A lot of people are waiting for me to teach you something. I'll actually teach you how magic can be used. And if you have a kid by your side, you can get him. Maybe he'll feel good. He can also learn a few things. And I'm actually going to teach you something very interesting. So this is something with a rope. I have one big rope and I have one small rope, if you all can see. And there are no magnets. They are not sticking. There are no magnets, right? These are just normal ropes that I have. But how illusion is created in mind, how magic happens, how you can make it work for yourself. That's what I'm going to teach you now. Now I have a big rope and I have a small rope. These are of considerable difference in length, right? You can see the difference. But let's try something amazing with this. Okay, let's try something amazing. So if I take the two ropes together like this, I'll make them straight. If I take the two ropes together like this here, you see, if I hide the center part and show you just the outer part of the rope, you may feel that they have become of equal length if I hide the center part. Yes, if you can only see the ends, you may feel they are of equal length. But using magic or an idea, I can actually do this and make them of equal length truly, right? Like this. You can actually see it that they are of equal length. But again, this is not the reality. So it has to go back. It has to go back. So if I hold it back like this and I share the ends again, you will see that they are actually of different length. Now, how this is happening? What is the idea behind it? How do I come up with these creative ideas to make something good? Yeah. Some are writing. You are writing time. Wonderful. Some of them are writing. Wonderful. I like when you interact. And actually, At the end of this, I'll also give you a time to for a few questions at the end. We'll do that as well. So here are 2 ropes. Now, coming to the secret. I'm going to actually teach you how perceptions work. When we talk about perceptions, when we meet someone, we start judging, and a perception is built in our mind. And that actually, maybe that creates a lot of problem, maybe at workplace, at your home, and a lot of places. How perceptions are built. This is a simple example of that. So what I'm doing is, when I'm taking the 2 ropes and I'm telling that I can actually, let me equate them like this. Yeah. Now, when I say that, these are 2 ropes, what I'm doing is what you are not realizing or not paying attention to, or it's the small gap in your mind, is I am hiding the fact that this is looped, right? What I do is I make a small loop like this, and I hide this part with my thumb. This is the loop. When I pull it, it becomes equal, and I hide it from the joint so that you actually feel that these are 2 equal ropes. But as soon as I remove my hand, the illusion is broken, and you know how it's done, right? So if you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments if you're enjoying it. I absolutely love to share this. I have not seen one person not enjoying this. So you can actually practice this. And this is just one part of it. Once you start doing these things help you to avoid pattern thinking. Yes, there's something called pattern thinking, which we all go through when you are working for some time and suddenly it's not happening for you for 2 hours. You take a small tea break, you come back and it just works out for you. You know why that happens? It's because of the pattern thinking. Because you all must have experienced in the workplace. We need to break the pattern thinking because we get engaged in so much that we cannot think out of it. We are only thinking in one way. So avoid pattern thinking. And these are small activities getting indulged into creative art forms like magic. Not only just magic, but you can also do things like dancing, things like writing, and all those things. Like one suggestion that I can share with you all that you all can enjoy is, even this is for kids as well. You can help your kids with this. Is when you get up in the morning, most of us do not remember our dreams. When you get up, try to remember your dream. Take out a notebook, write them down. Write your dreams down as vividly, fill colors. I saw a red bus. I saw a big banner of a cat. The cat was brown. Okay? ऐसे करके आपको लिखना है पूरा, and slowly these things will indulge your brain. Your brain will start connecting the dots, and you'll be able to generate a lot of ideas, and it's going to actually help you to create magic at your workplace or wherever you are. Okay, so this is what is interesting about magic and to learn about magic. Now, when we talk about it, when we also talk about illusions, and when we got into discussion of this event that we were doing, and I got to know that you all will be attending, and I was thinking, what do I do? And like I said about dreams, I write my dreams down. I got up in the morning and I saw, oh wait, I saw a dream. I took a pen, I took a paper, I wrote it down. And in fact, I wrote it down in a piece of paper here, which I'll show you. I wrote it down in a piece of paper and I kept it in an envelope. And this is a clear envelope. It has a slit so that you can see that it's there. We'll try something cool with this in a moment. I want a few people with me on screen. Let's have, say, 3 people. Meenakshi ji is already there, so I'll add Meenakshi here.
Chandrankit, we have Meenakshi and Manish already. I am
Yes.
bringing in Mosina
Sure.
also.
Let's get one more person. Manish, let's get 2 people. Let's get 2 people. Abhinav is writing, I want to participate. Maybe you can raise your hand. You can turn your video on. Manish, are you there? Please turn your video on. Perfect. Yes, let's have two more people. So this is the climax for all of you about my dream that I'm going to show you in a moment. We have Mosina. Mosina, please turn your video on. Great. And we have Nakshi. Oh, that's a wonderful name. That's a wonderful name. Very unique. I thought my name is unique. Okay. So first of all, the first question to all of you. You can all unmute. Are you enjoying this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Great. Great. So Manish, are you enjoying this?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So Manish, like I said, मेरा एक dream आया था and I wrote it down. I kept it in this. What I'll do is I'll pin it here so that आप लोग सब clearly देख सकते हैं. मैं कुछ change नहीं कर सकता and I'll go back. ठीक है? So I'll give this job to someone here. I'll give this job to Nakshi. ठीक है? Nakshi. Now your job is to make sure that I do not change this. I do not take it out. Nobody comes. Okay, this is as clear as it is. If you see me, moving it, taking my hand inside, or anything funny happening to this, you shout stop, stop, stop. Okay. Okay. So from this moment, if you see me touching this, you say stop. All right. Great. Okay. To the rest of the people.
Stop, stop, stop.
Perfect. Perfect. Great. That was a test. And you excelled with flying colors. Great. Okay. So make sure that I don't touch it. So in my dreams, I actually went somewhere. Meenakshi ji, what do you think in this entire world? Where did I go? Just in your mind. Any city, any country, any place. Just
It has to be some city.
anywhere, whatever you feel.
Okay.
Just in your mind. Okay. And there, I actually, saw something. I was on the streets. I was going around the streets. And one thing caught my attention. मैंने कुछ देखा. And I thought I'll buy it. Mosina, am I pronouncing that name right? Yes. Mosina, I want you to think what that thing was. It can be anything. Okay. When I picked it, I turned it and I saw a label जिसपे उसका cost लिखा हुआ था. Manish, what do you think the cost of that object was? In Indian currency. We'll see in Indian currency. In your mind.
Yeah.
You have it?
Okay. Yeah.
Great. Nakshi, it is in the full view. Have I made any changes, done anything funny to this?
Not yet.
Not yet. Perfect. Okay. So, Meenakshi ji, what is the place that I went to? Please tell me.
I can say it now.
Yeah.
Cosmos.
Cosmos. The restaurant?
No. The actual Cosmos.
Oh, actual Cosmos. Wonderful. Mosina, what did I buy?
A mug?
A mug.
Huh.
Okay, coffee mug. A mug.
Huh.
Wonderful. That's great. Sounds interesting. Manish, what was the cost of that mug?
15 lakhs.
How much?
15 lakhs.
15 lakhs. Do you want to change it or do you want to stick with 15 lakhs? I'll give you an opportunity.
No.
Okay, 15 lakhs. Actually, I went to Cosmos. I saw that mug. Why it was 15 lakhs? Because there was a ruby on that mug. There was a pink ruby. And that's why it was 15 lakhs. 15 lakhs. Okay. Okay. So this has been full view again. Nakshi, fair?
So far, yes, fair.
Yeah. Okay. I'll slowly take this out. Nothing in my hand. I'll just take this out. It's the clip that's there. It's been clipped and it's inside. It's still inside, right? Nothing in my hand. I'll just remove the clip. I'll just remove the clip here and show you that. I'll just keep the clip down. And this is, you can see that this is inside, right? Yeah. 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 something. I'll not do any funny moves. There was a glare maybe. But when I take it out, you will see. From here. Not making any changes. I'll show it. And I'll just take this out from here. Nothing in my hand. Can you see it? Yes. Nothing in my hand. Some of you must have seen a glare, but it's fair, right? I'll open this, and this is a single one. I want you to read it, Nakshi, for me.
You're talking to Inakshi, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In my dreams, I went to Cosmos and bought a mug for 15 lakh rupees.
Okay. This is there. Again, this is not digital. This is actually happening. This is my dream. And this was the magic show for all of you. I would request all of you to have a huge round of applause for everyone here. Thank you so much, Meenakshi ji, Manish,
Thank you.
Rosina, and Inakshi. Thank you so much for joining for this one. And I'd also like to thank all the people, those who joined here. This is what magic and mentalism is. Thank you so much for the people who are writing all the appreciation. Thank you so much for the appreciation. I think we have a couple of minutes. So I'll take a few questions from all of you. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you had a wonderful time. I hope you have a new perspective about magic now. Now in the questions, do not ask me how I'm doing the effect. Don't ask me ki kaise hua. Yeah, please teach me. If you have a genuine question, you can write it in the chat. And I think Q&A, okay, that's not the thing. You can write a question in the chat. I'll take 3 questions quickly. We have 3 minutes. I'll take 3 questions. And we'll say thank you then.
So there's one question from Prashant who says,
Yes.
how to influence a person to make a decision in your favor?
Wonderful. Okay. So wonderful question. And we actually need this. All of us need it, not in just of terms of sales, but in our day-to-day life. When you want to be, just that awesome person who is killing it in his day-to-day life, you want to actually influence person. The first thing that you have to do is you have to understand the kind of setup. For example, if you're at workplace, if you want to influence people, I always say dress for success. The way you dress, the way you talk, the way you move your hands actually determines a lot. That's the basic thing when it starts to influencing people. The way you are. Okay. One best thing apart from the dressing that you're asking about, this is tip for everyone. You should pass on smiles as much as you can. Of course, not in serious situations. If you're sitting at a workplace, this is called communicating your humanity. You should always try to communicate your humanity. That's how people have that credibility and trust in you. For you to influence someone, they should actually trust you. So in the workplace, always pass on smiles when someone is passing by. Just you can smile and say good morning, good afternoon, and how is it going? Just that, and it will help you. Just a small tip. Yeah.
Okay, one interesting question, Chandrankit. Abhinav is asking, what did you study in your graduation?
Oh, I am a mechanical engineer. I used to, I was so much involved in engines and everything, but then soon I realized I was taking good presentations and getting good responses for that the way I was on stage. So everybody started, applauding me for that. And that's how I thought, okay, I need to be on stage. And that's how it was for me.
Great. I think engineers can do anything and everything. in the
Anything
world.
and everything.
That's one for the engineers. Then we have another question from Rupa. Says how to motivate oneself mostly on his goals or her goals, and put a light on dreams. Usually we neglect dreams.
Yes. Okay.
So you
How
can
to
tell your story. How did you go about it?
Okay, so how to motivate yourself? The best thing to motivate yourself is appreciate your winnings. Now, winning in life is not just about getting those good grades, getting a promotion, or getting your dream job. That's also winning, but that's not it. Winning in life is also cooking that perfect meal, someone complimenting you one day, okay, writing the best email that you can, and then getting a response, wow, that was wonderful, I'm totally impressed by your writing skills. These moments, enjoy these as winning moments in your life, and slowly it will get into you. It will boost your confidence and it will motivate you to do better. That is the best thing. Start winning in day to day life, or start appreciating your winnings in day to day life. That's the best thing that I can suggest. Also, about dreams, dreams are very powerful. Most of the things that you achieve in life is, or if you see people who can achieve, who can come up with great ideas, that's the source of that is the subconscious mind. You actually need to activate your subconscious mind, and to do that, you have to do a lot of creative things and challenge your mind. So whenever you dream, write them down, think about them, or in terms of your aspirations, dreams in terms of your aspirations, just dream big. It's all right. It's all right. If you can visualize it, you can achieve it. That's what I think someone said. I don't remember who said it, but if you can, Henry Ford, I think, said, if you think you can and you cannot, both either ways you are right. So that's the thing about dreams.
Great. Thank you so much. So Utkarsh has a question. I mean, I would love to know the answer to this question. So, is there a time that your act of mind reading has gone wrong?
Absolutely.
Because you get to perform in front of a lot of people, right? So one thing that doesn't work for you, it could be really, really embarrassing in front of a lot of people. So putting in context to the professional setup, so there could be a meeting, there could be a presentation which is not working, and there are, hundreds of people waiting to see that. So how did you sort of come out of it?
So, failing is inevitable. That's for sure. You will fail, especially when you begin in something. When I started with mentalism, earlier I used to perform the traditional magic, which was all about moving hands and the illusions. But what I do now is actually a skill that you all can learn as well. But you fail. When you start out, my first shows, in fact, first virtual show, when we had no clue ki someday we had to perform virtually. Nobody knew this before COVID. And even my live shows, I failed quite a lot of times. But that's how you learn. And that's what separates an amateur from a professional. Since I'm a professional, I now know 10 ways to, make things work. We cannot take chances. You have to keep backup for everything. It's like that. So just to put in simple ways, as a professional, you put your mind and soul into it, and that's how you come out of that situation. And also, ideas, we generate a lot of ideas that helps us to adapt in a lot of things. And this can work for you guys too.
Thank you so much for that answer, Chandrankit. So a lot of people are asking that if they want to start up with mentalism. So can you suggest any people to follow, any books to read?
So more than mentalism, I'll suggest you all to learn first about influencing, the art of influencing, basically. So there's a book called, I think, the FBI's Guide to Body Language. That's the book, I think, the FBI's Guide to Body Language. I think Ellen Page is the author. I'll quickly give it a check. It was one of the first books that I read. I'll quickly check it and share with you all. I think it's the same one. And there you can actually learn a lot about how body language plays an important role. What are the things that you can use and help yourself to learn better. So yeah, What Everybody is Saying. That's also a great book. What Everybody is Saying. Even though if you're not interested in magic and mentalism, you should definitely learn this to be successful in your day-to-day conversations. Yes, What Everybody is Saying. This is by an ex-FBI agent, Joe Navarro. It's a very interesting book. You can read that.
So there's one question from Mohammad Kazim. He says, what do you think people should start doing immediately?
Immediately after this, or to improve yourself, you should immediately indulge yourself with the things when you were kids. As a kid, we learn so much. As a kid, everything is new to us. We absorb so much. We learn so much. We have that capability to imagine so much, to turn things into something special just by taking maybe a a bottle cap and turning that into a car and moving all around the house, right? Kids are very imaginative. I would immediately, what you can do is go back to your mind to those days when you were kids and reimagine all those things. Do things like kids. That's the best thing you can start now because it will help you. Actually, we due to our aspirations these days, or maybe due to reality that we have around because of the social media or whatever you may call it, we do not appreciate small things, and that's how we lag behind building that foundation or the base. So indulge in creative things. It can be anything that you used to do as a kid, like someone here who joined was into painting and he said, I've lost touch of it. Go back to it. In your spare time, go back to it. If you love singing songs, listening to songs, do that. Immediately start that as a practice. Give 15 minutes to your creative abilities from this day.
Great, great. So I think this is how we come to the end of the show. Thank
Sure.
you so much, Chandranket, for your wonderful show this evening. I mean, I've enjoyed it thoroughly. I hope a lot of people enjoyed it thoroughly, and there were some tricks that blew my mind, and same as well with the audience. And also would like to take this opportunity to thank all the audience that we have. They've been very, very, very interactive in the chat box. I know we are in a
Yes.
webinar setup. It could have been amazing in a meeting setup, but since we follow a webinar format, the audience was really, really, enthusiastic. They've been, answering all the questions. They've been very interactive in the chat. Thank you so much, audience, for coming in good numbers and encouraging me and Chandrakant and what we're trying to do, with all of you. Uh, any words, Chandrakant, before you
So
leave?
thank you so much, everyone. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed. The best thing that I have in mind, a lot of you feel that this is something new to you. I wanted to give you that experience of something new, that something you may experience for the first time in life. So, go out there, create magic. And if you want to get in touch with me, just search me on social media and you can get in touch with me with Chandrakant Sharma or The Magic Show. Thank you so much, Shiva, for this wonderful opportunity. And thank you so much to everyone who joined. Please take care.
Our pleasure, Chandrakant. Thank you so much. That's it for this evening, guys. See you again in the next session. Thank you.